Hi, this is Lethia Owens, your branding and market domination strategist and the host of Game Changers International, the show, where we bring you game changers from all over the world to help offer insights and strategies to help take your life and business to the next level. Today, we have the fortunate opportunity to interview a woman who is just beyond amazing, former dancer, a world expert on just really helping people live life to its fullest. Liz, you are such a doll, such an amazing person for taking time out of your crazy schedule to come and share your brilliance with us. Thank you.
I was thrilled to be here.
Wonderful, wonderful. So Liz, I got to ask you this, because one of the things I love about your work is this idea of you challenging people and inspiring them to live their life at full wattage, right?
Yes.
What does that mean? Because I know what it means, but they don't know what it means. So share that with them.
Oh, I'd love to. It actually came from a quick little story. As you know, I love to dance.
Yeah.
And even when I stopped dancing professionally, I'd still take regular dance classes because I just love it. It's such a big part of my life. And I had this wonderful ballet teacher, Mrs. Jameson.
Okay.
And she would roll us all up at the bar and she'd say, ladies, I don't care how high you kick your legs. I don't care how many pirouettes you can do. All I care about is that when you dance with full wattage.
Ah, I love it.
And we did. We were joyful. We were radiant. We knew in that moment we were doing what we've been put on this earth to do.
Yes. Oh, I get goosebumps when you say that.
I would leave that class and I would think to myself, I love the feeling that I get when I'm dancing. But I don't want to just dance with full wattage. I want to live with full wattage in every area of my life. I mean, wouldn't you?
I would. Who wouldn't, right? Who wouldn't?
So that began my journey, because at that moment in time, I was in between careers. I'd stopped dancing professionally and had this void in my life. So I began this exploration. What does it take to live with full wattage?
Yeah.
And along the way, that became my message and my gift to share with others.
Right. And when people live at full wattage, they ignite something. What do they ignite?
They're brilliant.
Yes, I love it. I love it. So Liz, this whole idea of living at full wattage, right? It's so powerful, but there's also this opportunity within organizations for people to what? Work at full wattage. Tell us a little bit about the work that you do with organizations all over the world, helping their employees work and live at full wattage.
Oh, absolutely. Because we have such an issue with employee disengagement.
Yes.
I mean, it's like a global issue.
Absolutely.
And so a full wattage organization is one that has high levels of energy, enthusiasm, and engagement. So it begins with full wattage leadership. And so a full wattage leader is someone who evokes the brilliance in their employees and their team members.
That is awesome.
But to do that, to evoke, as you know, to evoke someone else's brilliance, as you so wonderfully exude yourself, you have to be living your own brilliance.
Absolutely.
So it really begins with the leadership.
I love that, yeah.
And their willingness to step up, to bring their whole self, to ignite their brilliance, bring it to the workplace, and then to actively find ways to evoke that in their employees and their team players.
I love that. That's amazing. And so we have the leaders who are now operating at full wattage. They're living and working at full wattage. Tell us a little bit about the work that you do individually, because I'm sure that when you work with companies and someone, engages with you, a professional or an employee, they realize that they're ready to make an investment in themselves and maybe take it to the next step or level where maybe their company won't invest in more development. But what are some things that you do with people, individuals, that allow them to live at full wattage?
Well, full wattage living on an individual level would be someone who is living their purpose, expressing their strengths, and living in alignment with their values.
Yes.
So I liken it to a boat. If they were a boat, their purpose would be their North Star.
Yes.
And their strengths would be the engine driving them towards that North Star. And their values would be the rudder that keeps them on track.
I love that.
And so to get there, in the work I've done with thousands of people over the years, and on my own self, I've discovered that there really are some commonalities in people who live with full wattage. There's really a 4-step process to help people get there.
Yeah.
So Lethia, that's what I share with people, is this 4-step process. And as you know, everything I do kind of comes from dance.
Yeah.
As a dancer, our core are these deep muscles in the center of our body. When we engage our core, everything else can be fluid and relaxed because we've got the strong core. So likewise in life, what is your core? And so are you CORE for your core brilliance. So C stands for clarify.
Okay.
There's 3 things you have to clarify. You can probably guess what they are: your purpose and your strengths and your values.
Yes.
But that's just the first step.
Yeah.
Because always you have to then organize your life around them to actually give them the time
Yes.
and the attention. Because to me, that's a balanced life.
Yes.
Not a life where you have the same amount of time spent in different areas, but one where the areas that are important to you are given priority. So
absolutely.
that way organize. R is to release. People sometimes think once they discover their purpose in life, that's it.
That's
it
it,
gets
right?
easy.
It's not a
That's where the
destination.
work begins.
Right, that's not the destination.
That's the journey. And so
Yeah.
along the way, we encounter saboteurs. So releases, how do we release the saboteurs that stop us from living
Yes,
full wattage?
absolutely.
And then the last step, E, is engage. And that is when you literally build a plan for your life. We spend so much time building a plan for our career. Build a plan for your life around your core brilliance.
Wonderful.
And keep taking the next step to get you there.
Wonderful.
So that's a quick overview on the 4-step
love it.
process to help someone ignite their brilliance.
Wonderful. Well, Liz is extremely busy, and I know that we don't have much more time with you, but could you please tell our viewing audience how they can get a hold of you and how they can learn more about your programs?
Oh, certainly, I'd love to. Simply, they just need to go to fullwattage.com. And if they go there, they'll get a free gift, something that will help them ignite their brilliance.
I love it. I love it. So this is Lethia bringing you again world game changers who will help you take your life and business to the next level. Thank you so much for tuning in to Game Changers International, the show.